Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody? Hey, would somebody look up real quick while you're on your phones? I don't remember who the lead singer was for the Four Tops. The song we just sang. I think I remember. Was it Marvin Gaye?
It said Al Green at the top. Where's
Al Green?
Al Green.
Really?
That's what it said at the top.
I don't
Oh.
know.
Okay.
We're
I
looking
don't
it
know.
up.
I'd forgotten. But you know, I mean, a song from the 60s, I mean, how appropriate is it still
We were
today?
just 66.
56.
66, yeah. He's in the wrong decade.
I was 16. I was just a baby. We got a ton of stuff going
I
on.
know, we do. New calendars. Daylight savings time. Obviously, you folks figured it out. So, occasionally we get people, at the time change, are either an hour early or an hour late. But what can I say? Emotion code.
Yeah. Tuesday evening, 6:30, emotion code. Our body holds emotions, and clearing the emotions helps us heal. So if you want to participate in that, come on down. It'll be fun. And then this afternoon, after services today, Areta's doing a discussion group, head to heart. So
Yeah. Very
stay
popular.
late if you want.
Cool. Where
What?
am I?
I don't know.
I know. Is that right? Truth is a torch that gleams through the fog without dispelling it. And we find it easy to believe that praise is sincere. Why should anyone lie in telling us the truth?
Telling us how wonderful we are. Not that we believe half the time.
I know.
I gave you new stickies. You aren't using them.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, you
That's
are?
That's a new stick.
That's not a new sticky.
Oh, that's an old one. You can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. And I mean, that's still true, too. So it just...
When did that happen? Is there a date on that?
No, not even a person.
Not even
it's
a
just
person.
one of those things. The most I can do for my friend is simply to be his friend or her friend. Henry David Thoreau.
Hold that sacred space.
I know. And I knew this because I watched Casablanca many years ago, and I was waiting for that time when Rick said, "Play it again, Sam," and it never happened because it's not true. It's Ilsa who says, "Play it, Sam. Play as time goes by." How did that get so distorted in history? And
How does anything get distorted, you know?
alternate reality.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
If you're a visitor, I apologize in advance for this.
Hey, 50 ways to recycle fruitcake, and we're up to 49. So we only have one. Yeah, we got one more after this. Replace one or two of those common everyday glass windows in your home with a window made from slices of fruitcake for that beautiful stained glass effect.
We know who the fruitcake is.
All right. What did the drummer get on his IQ test? Saliva. I know it. What did the drummer get on his
Don't
IQ?
even read it again. It's not work.
These are, even though this says the funniest joke book, it's not. These are like dad jokes.
They're
Bad
worse.
dad jokes.
They're worse than
They're
dad
worse than
jokes.
bad dad jokes. Who is the Wasp's favorite composer?
Beethoven?
Yeah! Woo!
Who said that besides me? Oh, you and I are on, I don't know. That's scary.
We do have a couple patron saints by the name of John Lennon and George Carlin.
Hey, George
And John said, all you need is love. Dun, da, da, da,
Amen.
da.
Woohoo.
So, and George,
Oh, there's a new sticky. Yay.
see? Two of them.
No, the yellow one's a new one I gave you.
Yeah. When will Jesus bring the pork chops?
Never.
This title offends all three major religions and even vegetarians. Awesome.
We're equal opportunity offenders.
Yes, we are.
If you have not been offended yet, hang on, your time will come.
Sooner or later.
Sooner or later. No
So-
offense meant.
No, never.
But, you
never.
know, people can be offended
By
effortlessly.
just about anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
mhm,
yeah.
uh-huh. So-
When someone passes, hearing is the last sense to go. The first sense to lose is sight.
So be careful what you say around dying people. They hear it.
Yeah.
Huh?
How did they know?
Yeah.
You know, I have no dang idea.
Probably the same way that we would know. We have watched a
Making
lot of
good
people
guesses.
pass.
Yeah.
Well, that too, but we've watched a lot
Well,
of
if
people
somebody's
pass.
talking back to you, they could say, oh, I can hear you, but I can't see you anymore.
Yeah. In ancient times, strangers shook hands to show that they were unarmed.
Ah. Oh, we learned a new thing about signs.
Yeah.
You know, the one that's offensive that says
Yeah.
F you?
Oh, yeah.
That came from, in the Middle Ages, archers would use their middle finger to pull the, thumb and middle finger to pull the string back. So they could see the enemy far off, and this was their sign to say, I can still shoot a bow,
Well, that
because they would cut the fingers off of the captives. So even if the captives got released, that middle finger would be gone, because so they couldn't shoot a bow anymore. So this was their way of saying, I can still shoot a bow. So when you're angry with somebody, you can just say to yourself, I can still shoot a bow. I mean,
I'm telling you, you learn stuff at church.
yeah.
Strawberries are the only fruits whose seeds grow on the outside. Useless information, but you know, hey, still learn stuff. Avocados have the highest calories of any fruit at 167 calories per 100 grams. So now find out how heavy a regular avocado is, divided by,
Worth every bite.
multiply by 167, and that's how many.
And then you
calories
add a
get.
little bit of salsa and a chip, and you're good to go. Sour cream on the side, yeah. Mhm.
All right,
Am I hungry?
little kids. Mary Ann, age 4, describing love. Love is when your puppy licks your face even after you left him home all day.
Oh.
And Karen, age 7, when you love somebody, your eyelashes go up and down and little stars come out of you. Mark, age 6, love is when mommy sees daddy on the toilet and doesn't think it's gross.
Moving on.
Moving on. And this one's little elementary school kids. I guess they're not that little anymore, but somewhere in there. This is why did God make mothers? She's the only one who knows where the Scotch tape is, mostly to clean house, to help us out of there when we were getting born.
Yeah.
How did God make mothers? Use dirt, just like the rest of us, magic plus superpowers, and a lot of stirring. God made my mom just the same as he made me. He just used bigger parts. All right, that's enough silliness.
Oh, Karis, what?
We didn't get a blonde joke today, so can I read one bald joke?
Go ahead.
We
I haven't told a blonde joke in 3 months, 2 months.
Why do bald people always look forward to sunny days? Because it's their time to shine.
It's true. That's why I wear a hat all summer long. You never see my hat at all, right?
So we got stuff going.
Okay, so are you saying get out of here?
No,
Oh.
you don't need to.
Okay.
First thing, you can help me. We have a new event happening, Soul Quest 2024, which will be the 23rd of this month. That's just around the corner. So we have need of 3 more snacks for the event. So I'm going to pass this around. If you'd be willing to sign up to bring a snack, that would be awesome. I've got times there, but I think just bring your snack first thing in the morning and we'll disperse them throughout the day.
Yeah.
Also, we're going to have raffle items. So Phil and I have donated this salt lamp. It's plugged in, yeah. So I don't know if you want to get that on camera. Pretty. So we've donated that. But we need lots more. So bring raffle items, something that you think would be fun for us to share. So we'll have people,
Are you sure you're going to open that up to somebody who has hordes in buildings? in
you
our
know,
home?
bring it. Just bring it. She says she has buildings full of stuff. Bring it. Bring it. We'll figure it out.
We both looked at each other and said, all right.
Right. We can get rid of some stuff. Okay, cool, because, you know, stuff is
Got to be cool stuff.
Cool stuff,
Good
yeah.
stuff. Good stuff.
What else? Oh, so I want to tell you briefly. I don't need to tell you briefly. People online need to hear briefly. Your calendar, the backside of your calendar has the listing of events and speakers and what they're going to say. The only change is Beth has changed her title to Intuitive Journey to Awaken Your Heart's Desire. Ooh. So that's going to be happening at 11. First thing in the morning, Phil's going to do Turning Weaknesses into Strengths, followed by Joe Montgomery, who's going to do Self-Sabotage to Success. And then Beth, and then after lunch, we're going to do intuitive interpretation of signs and omens. Signs happen, omens happen. Are we paying attention? Do we know what they mean? Because often they're symbolic. Anyway, and then Michelle Lenigan, she's in the back here. She's going to do Past Lives and Reincarnation. Because our destiny, the Soul Quest 2024 is awakening to your destiny. And a lot of that has to do with what we've done before and what we're bringing into this life. And then at 3, Karis is going to do Connecting with Your Soul's Purpose. What? No, I'm sorry, Carrie. Not Karis.
That's what I was wondering. I go, wait a minute. I was...
Sorry. So sorry. Carrie. Carrie.
She was getting all flush and
Surprise!
panicked.
You would have been voluntold on that one, right? No, I won't do that. And then at the end, the last of the day, I'm going to do discussing exit points. We have exit points along the way. Sometimes we take them, and sometimes we don't, and what they mean for us. So that's that.
Okay.
So treats for that day and raffle items. And next week is the only week we have to get it all figured out and wrapped up. We are going to be doing more events and things, so we're going to need some feedback on what do you want? What should we do? I've got more things coming up that I've figured out, but we're still open to lots more. Make sense?
Cool.
Anything else I need to talk about that? I guess not at the moment. I can't think. Last week, if anybody didn't get to do last week's process, oh gosh, it was kind of fun. So you might want to look at that online and walk through that process for yourself. I created an affirmation to go with that. You know, we drew the big circle and then we put different items in the circle, and they all had symbolic reference for us. So here's the affirmation I wrote. And if you would like help writing an affirmation for yourself, let me know. I'm happy to help you. But ours came out to be this. As we walk our sacred path, we find balance and enlightenment. We focus on spiritual insights and are blessed with spiritual gifts and spiritual assistance to enlighten us as we face challenging times. Through cooperation and deep compassion, we shine brightly so that others can find us and join us on our sacred journey. Doesn't that sound cool? So that's kind of our focus for now.
I can see where you used your finger, because there were all kinds of things she had in there she was trying to skip over.
Because as we walk our sacred path, that's the path that we drew, and we find balance because our path went through all of the arenas, all of them, and ended in the mental arena. So we find balance and enlightenment, and then we focus, which is the crystal, where the crystal was. We focus on spiritual insights, which was the first candle. And we're blessed with spiritual gifts, which was the box, and spiritual assistance, which was the angel, to enlighten us, which was the second candle, as we face challenging times, which is the dream catcher that we added. Through cooperation and deep compassion, which is the drum, we shine brightly, which is the star, so that others can find us and join us. That's the second drum on our sacred journey, because it was right by our path. Anyway, very fun stuff. Mm-hmm. Let's shift gears, and you may be excused. And let's do a prayer to begin, shall we? Shifting. Loving Spirit of light, thank you. Thank you for this blessed day. Thank you for waking us up with joy and allowing us to feel the harmony in this room, in this time. We ask that you walk with us and that you guide us and that you bless us. These things we pray in the name of Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen. So we have a guest speaker today, and without further ado, I will let her tell you what she wants you to know. Areta. Big hand for Areta Meek.
It's so cute.
You may be blessed with the microphone.
Thank you. Hello. Hello. How's everybody doing? Fruit and tootin'. All right. Well, you got 2 weeks to make some stuff happen, so I'm glad to see you still in such good spirits. She was the right one to volunteer.
Voluntold, yes.
So I didn't get to tell Janice this so she could write it up on the board, but today's title is going to be Thinking Outside the Box. I'm going to be really honest, that box is the coffin. Okay? So we're going to talk a little bit, we're going to be a little weird today. It's going to be a little different. I want to talk about attachment a little bit, letting go, and purpose. So if I attach myself to this chair, I have the arms of a T-Rex, so I can only reach as far as what I'm holding on to, right? So if you're holding on to things in your life, you're only going to reach things in that area, which means in that energy. So you can see how it's important when we let go, we can mosey about the cabin freely, right? I would like to give everybody permission to turn the seatbelt sign off in their little airplane and mosey about the cabin. Tray tables can be wherever they want to be, okay? You can go wherever you want to go. When we hold on to things, we limit ourselves. It's interesting how we hold on to things too, because we say, I am tired, I am broke, I am alone. And that word alone, let's take a little side note. We have really been taught something completely honest of what being alone actually means. Being alone, there's nothing wrong with being alone. There's nothing wrong with being. We learn and have sometimes the best time just with ourselves. Being alone doesn't have to mean lonely. There's a saying that says, you come home and there's nobody there. It's completely quiet. You sit down, you get a book, you get a blanket, and you snuggle up. It's nothing. You don't have to do anything. There's nowhere to be. There's nobody there relying on you. That's your choice if you're alone or free. So when we attach ourselves to the I am, we are saying that that is a part of us. So if we say, I am so-and-so's wife, or I am so-and-so's husband or parent, or a teacher, or a race car driver, whatever we attach our I am to, we're saying is us and is a part of us. And the first thing that life is going to want to do is say, no, we need to remind you that you're not those things. So we'll go ahead and take those away so that, you can be left with the only person that really matters and is really in control. We give up our control to so many things and so many people throughout our lifetime, and our purpose to love and be gets so lost. So lost. And even in the I am, we're more in chains in the I am not. I am not loved, I am not wanted, I am not enough. Let me tell you, if you're still trying to please your parents, they're still raising you. Say that again. If you're still trying to please your parents, they're still raising you. That might be a pretty scary thought for some of the people in this room. Life loves to show you what's not you. I lost them so I could find me. I lost this job so I could find me. It's not about being alone. It's about being. And we can't be when we're attaching ourselves to things and people and titles and grief and guilt and shame. So I would like to let all of that go day by day. I would like to really kind of point out, does anybody in this room, raise your hand if you have any proof that time is actually linear? Time is happening all at one time. The future is here, the past is here, the now is here. It is always right now. The past was the now and the future will be the now. It's only this moment. So, everybody got little cards and pens, right? Does everybody have a card and pen? Yes. Probably wondering what this is for? No, you do not have a card and pen? Would you got it? I think we're good now. Awesome. So, enough, Ellen. You're going to go to timeout. Karis will be in charge. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. Yeah. Okay, so I want everybody to imagine for a moment that they're completely free. They're enough. Your parents love you. You have money. You have what you need. There's nothing to be afraid of. And no matter what it is that you do, you're going to be supported. I would like you to write down 3 things, and save room because there's going to be something else later. 3 things that you would do in this life if you were free, if you weren't afraid, if there were no chains, no shackles, no worries of what anybody else would think. You just knew that what you did was just going to be successful and supported. 3 things you would do. Would you write a book? Would you forgive? Would you be vulnerable? Would you grow a garden? If you can't think of 3, 1 or 2 is fine. At least try to think of at least one thing. And if you have 14, that's fine. We still have a back page. So if you knew you were going to be completely supported, what would you do in this life? Would you tell somebody something? Would you be honest? What would you want out of your time here on this earth? What would you want it to mean? About 20 more seconds.
Somebody had too much caffeine.
Or maybe not enough. I get that way on lack of sleep. All right. That's all the time we have, folks. Put down your pens. You'll all be graded accordingly. Okay, now everybody, one deep breath. Hold it in. And out slowly. All right. I know you're going to meditate later, so it's going to be a lot of sleepy today. I want everybody to close their eyes. Get the giggles out. Get the wiggles out. Come on, Karis, just get it out. And you too, Ellen. Everybody just take a breath. Just focus on just the sound of your breathing. And me clearing my throat. I want everybody to imagine they're laying in a bed. And keep your eyes closed, but imagine with your eyes closed that you open your eyes and it's dark and you're in your living room and there's just a little bit of light from the TV or a kitchen light that's on. It's pretty dim. And you hear this beeping and you realize it's the machine that's more or less keeping you alive at this point. And you hear the beeping and the and you see that there's a loved one sitting in a chair next to you. And you're in a hospital bed. And you're very old at this point. And it's hard to breathe. Your legs and your body is weak. And you know this is the end. You're never going to get out of this bed again. You don't know how much longer you have, but you know that it's coming to a close. You get sleepy, and you fall back asleep, and you wake up, and there's more loved ones. And you're sitting there, and you look over, and you see your grandchildren, and they're playing on their phones or iPads or whatever is out at that point. And you're thinking, oh, what I wouldn't give to just be able to run or to walk or to breathe without it hurting. And you think about all the things that you wish you would have done. And you envy the life around you. And you feel maybe a little angry because they're taking it for granted. They don't realize how fast it goes. You were just running around and sitting in a church pew 5 minutes ago. You were gardening 10 minutes ago. You could sit down and talk and say, oh, I got to get that at the grocery store. And now you will never see a grocery store. There's no more driving. There's no more time. Every breath is closer and closer. And finally, that's it. You slip out. And you hover over your body. And you see yourself, your vessel, that never looked more beautiful than this moment because it was your vehicle. And you think, oh, why didn't I treat that better? Why didn't I feed it better? Why didn't I love it? God, I wish I could just be back in it and do it all over again. So many things. And you watch your loved ones and you listen and you go to the funeral and you hear the nice things. You hear these things that you didn't even know people felt. People you didn't like, you see them in their room crying and talking about how they didn't treat you right because they envied you so much. Because you did things that they couldn't do. Maybe people find stashes of things you don't want them to find. Oops. And you sit there listening to these lovely things and you watch people crying and you think, oh, I just wish that I could tell them this or show them this. All you can think is how much you want to go back. Get the giggles out, Karis. This is my fault. But that's it. You're going to go home and you're going to realize when you do your life review how you made the people around you feel, the choices that you made, the things you attached yourself to. And you think, that wasn't love, that wasn't connection, that was protection, that was fear. Maybe you want to go back and do it again now. And you probably will come back and do it again. Yes, you will, Ellen. Just sit there in that moment, thinking about what you would leave behind, what the people would feel, how you made people feel, how you felt around people. And now you're back home in the perfect love. Did you love? Did you give? Were you vulnerable? Because that's it. This life is over now. Now open your eyes. You're still here. You're still alive and you still have breath. You still have time. I would really like everybody to please think about that, carry that this week. And also on a really kind of unrelated note, I want everybody to write down and on the back or underneath what you would like to get out of your time here at church in this building. When you come here, what is it that you want? What is it that you need? What would feel good to you? What experience would you love to have when you come here on Sunday? Give everybody a little bit of time to do that. Do you want connection to you? Do you want more connection to God? Are you looking to connect with other people? Are you on work release and this is one of the places you're allowed to go? Do you have a lot of responsibilities at home and this is a good excuse? Are you looking for purpose? Do you want to get to know yourself? So we'll hold on to these until the end of church, and then I'm not sure where Janice would, I'm not sure where to have them put them, but I'd like to turn them all in, please. And no names, completely confidential. But that is my time with you guys today. I appreciate you taking a very sad but hopeful journey with me. And everybody have a good week with the breaths they have that they don't have to count, okay? And think outside the box.
Oh, I need the mic.
They're gonna want to hear you.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Thank you.
Take me to W.
Huh? Oh no, I got it.
Okay.
Thanks. I shall crown myself. Thank you, Areta. One more day above ground is a good day, right? Amen to that. So she walked you through a guided meditation, but I have one prepared for us too that I would like to walk you through. And there's a reason for that. I think Areta hit the nail right on the head with this. You know, we get kind of buggered up with life, do we not? So our guided meditation today is going to walk us through a process so that we can re-strengthen ourselves. And knowing that we don't have to do the strengthening part, it's a divine gift. So I don't know about you, but if there's things I want to do, I'm ready to do, it would be really good to be energized enough to do them. Don't you think? So Mr. Phil, if you would be so kind as to dim the lights for us. Thank you. And just be here in this moment, this powerful moment that we've been blessed with. Noticing your body. Noticing where you're sitting. Notice the clothing on your body. Now notice into your body, into your heart space. Is your heart space troubled? Is it open? Is it relaxed? It's okay. Whatever you're experiencing is just fine. Just fine. You get to be where you are. No shame, no blame here. From your heart space, take your awareness down to the bottoms of your feet. There are energy portals there. And by becoming mindful of them, they will open automatically. And as they open, the heavy energy of sorrow or loss or fear or driven by duty or expectations or disappointments, all of those heavy energies just fall away from you. The key is us letting go. So in order to let go, bring your awareness back to your heart space and give your heart permission to release. And bring your attention into your mind. And from your mind, open the portal at the very top of your head. Well, it's always open, but let's open it a little bit more. And this is our divine connection. And as that opens, this living light of love from a higher source flows down into our mind, and all those worries and fears dissipate, are broken loose. And what remains is hope, positivity, enthusiasm. And let more and more of that living light of love flow down into your body, the whole body. Let it be drenched in this beautiful living light of love. And let it fill the energy field around your body. So that you're in this light, you're bathed in this light, you're surrounded by this light. And then let's take a little walk in our imagination. There is this a magnificent mansion at the top of a hill. Has a long driveway. And as you reach the grounds, beautiful landscaping, a lovely pathway leading to the front door, and you're greeted, and the door opens, and you're given instructions that this is a self-guided tour. And so you allow yourself to wander through this beautiful mansion, and you find your way into the library. The library is a delightful place. The light is just right for you. There's places where you could sit comfortably and read, or lay down comfortably and read. And at the back of this beautiful library with floor-to-ceiling books, there's double doors that lead out to a garden. Oh, you find yourself longing to be out in that beautiful garden. So you open those double doors and step through. And even though it's a self-guided tour, here's the gardener, and he is going to encourage you along the way. First, he suggests that you go visit the red garden. And as you go to the red garden, you see there's beautiful red roses, red tulips, hibiscus flowers, all kinds of flowers in the color red. And as you're walking the trails with these beautiful red flowers, you see that they're glowing this beautiful red light. And you can see and you can feel your own body absorbing this beautiful red light. And you find yourself feeling stronger, more powerful, empowered, grounded. You came here for a reason, and this red light energy allows you to claim it. Even if you don't necessarily know for sure what that's all about, you can take it on and know that it's true. You are here for a reason. As you finish meandering through the beautiful red flowers, next you're led to the orange garden. Here you might see daylilies, marigolds, there may be an orange begonia, every flower you can imagine. Maybe you don't know their names, but beautiful orange flowers everywhere. And as you're walking through this path, you feel this orange color being absorbed into your body. And this orange is very supportive of you, very supportive of your journey. So you feel safe. You also feel very creative. You have more energy now than you did 2 minutes ago. And you receive this energy with deep gratitude, beautiful deep gratitude. Next, your gardener leads you to the yellow garden. Here you see sunflowers and daisies. Maybe, forsythia is the first plant to bloom in the spring. Maybe you see forsythia. It's springtime right now as we're doing this. And it's such a beautiful hope, is it not? And you allow this beautiful yellow being emitted from these flowers to be absorbed into your body. Receive that beautiful yellow energy. And this stirs within you the power to be independent, the power to find courage to take the next step, the power to know who you really are. And then the gardener guides you to the green part of the garden. Maybe there's some flowers that are green, but usually flowers aren't green. This is where trees and shrubs and grasses and herbs are growing. And it's beautiful, and the green is just vibrant and lush. And you feel yourself absorbing this beautiful green energy. You feel it healing you and blessing you. You feel it awakening a deep compassion within you. See, there it is. And it activates within you a growing sense of love. Love for yourself, love for others, love for whatever's going on in the world. Love, love. Then the gardener takes you to the blue garden. Perhaps you see a delphinium. Morning glories are blue. Hydrangeas can be blue. What other flowers might there be that are blue? Allow yourself to feel these beautiful blue flowers as they emit this beautiful blue energy. And as you receive this beautiful blue energy, you find that you are more willing to speak your truth with grace, compassion, love, tenderness. Not because you're trying to convince somebody to believe exactly like you, but just to be in your own truth, to walk your truth. You can hear someone else's truth. It doesn't have to resonate with you. You can allow it to be what it is. But you know who you are, the truth of who you are. You are a sacred being of light. And it is from this truth that you can live your life. Next, the gardener takes you to the indigo garden. This is the deep, dark blues of indigo. Perhaps you are going to see clematis. Some snapdragons can be this dark indigo blue. I've heard lily of the Nile plant has beautiful, dark blue flowers. Even if you don't know the names of the plant or recognize them, maybe they aren't even real in this world, maybe they're ethereal plants. But you feel this beautiful indigo, and your body absorbs that indigo color. And as it does, you find your intuition activated. You're open to new insights. You're open to divine guidance. And you feel that beautiful awareness awakening within you. Next, the gardener takes you to a place where you are in the purple garden. Perhaps you see lilacs blooming, verbena, lavender plants have that beautiful purple color to them. And as you're walking through this purple garden, you absorb this beautiful purple energy. And you find yourself feeling connected to divine source, whatever that is for you. You are a sacred child of light. And you feel the sacredness. You feel this divine connection. And you realize that it is awakening within you a new level of wisdom. And then the gardener leads you back through the garden to a beautiful water fountain. Only it's not really a water fountain, it's a fountain of light. Sparkling light, iridescent light. And you scoop some of this light and drink it in. Maybe you splash some on your face. Maybe you pour some into your energy field. And you feel yourself reinvigorated with this beautiful, beautiful light. And then the gardener takes you to the gate that will lead you directly back here. But before you leave, the gardener gives you a gift. What are you given? You may be given something totally unique and different. Maybe it's a flower. Maybe it's a gardening tool. But you receive this gift with deep gratitude, knowing that it will help you on your spiritual journey. And in turn, you give the gardener a gift. Is it a hug? Is it a thank you? Whatever you give, the giving and receiving is done. You step back through that garden gate, back into this time and space, back into the here and now. And opening your eyes as you feel comfortable doing so. Thank you for doing that. If you have any questions about your guided meditation, we'll give that to you. I will answer those questions here in a moment. But for now, we're going to do communion. If you've gotten your communion cup already, if not, they're in the back. So help yourself. Mr. Phil, join me up front. It should be back there somewhere.
No, I dropped it.
Oh.
Say that Mayor Nancy probably did this because it was sitting there when I came in.
No, it was me.
Was it you? How'd you do that?
I'm sneaky.
Your magic. Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm. So, would you join us in prayer, please? Loving Spirit of Light, thank you for the light bath we received today. Thank you for blessing us in this way. Thank you for awakening within us the courage and the strength to move forward, and awakening within us the compassion and the truth to be who we really are. Thank you. In the name of Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen. Get a grip, lunch.
Same with my food.
Oh. That was
Well, you were lucky.
inadvertent. Yeah, but I didn't need to do it on papers. Let's not do that again. Let's do that differently. Join me in prayer again, please, if you would.
We'll just pass a Boda bag.
Phil, just, no. And when you get a chance, I need a napkin to this spilled all over myself. Join us in prayer again, would you please? Loving Spirit of Light, as we drink this in, help us to drink in life. All of it. All of this is confusing and difficult and challenging, but help us to really live. Live our best self. Thank you. In the name of Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen.
You got Kleenex.
Yeah, Kleenex. It's not enough, but Excuse me.
Volunteer? I see John getting up. Does that mean, oh, yeah.
Excuse me.
Take a moment to think whether we should try to turn this upside down and go backwards all night. I think that perspective is so important as we prepare to give what little we can to help others, to help this church, this fellowship that we all feel, the strength of all of you combined together. That we give everything. Thank all of you for being here.
Thank you. So a couple of things going on here while that basket's going around. Dara, would you be so kind as to pass these out? These are, oops. These are flyers for our little 2024 Soul Quest. So if you know some place you'd like to pass those out to, or if you have a business you can tape it on the window, please do that. Get the word out. Hand them out to friends. See what you've got going there. That would be really helpful. This is an outreach. We want other people to find this place, don't we? How fun is this? So some of us got together this morning before services and we made prayer sticks. And we had a class yesterday, and in that class we all made prayer sticks. It was a quick version of prayer sticks, but we wanted those prayer sticks, all of those prayer sticks were made for Paula. So Mr. Phil is bringing them to you. This is for you and Vlad. You've had some tough go of things, and we just wanted you to know how much we love you. So I'm sorry Vlad is not here to receive those, but maybe he can help you plant them in the yard.
Yes, I appreciate it.
Yay! We love you so much. If you didn't get a chance to make a prayer stick, we'll make an opportunity to do some later, if you would like to make your own prayer stick. So, but thanks to everyone from class yesterday as well. Paula, everyone from class yesterday, all the prayer sticks that were made yesterday are in there too. So, yeah, so it was all for you. Bless you. Bless you.
We can be pretty sneaky sometimes.
Yes. Sometimes we're sneakier than others.
True.
Does anyone have a question or comment about their guided meditation, about the, could you turn the center light on for me, please, Phil? I can just see better with that. Any questions, comments about the gifts you gave or received? Karis.
I keep getting taken to a very specific place in these meditations. Like I see it's almost like a retreat or something up in the gorge with trees and a garden, and it's going to be like a spiritual retreat place where people can just come. So I saw the garden there.
Sounds heavenly.
And my gift from the gardener was a golden shovel, and it made me think of when they're breaking ground on a project.
Oh yeah, wow.
And then I gave him a sun hat and a kiss on the forehead.
Oh, wonderful. So the groundbreaking, this is a groundbreaking event for you, whether this is a specific thing or just a specific time in your world. You're breaking ground, you're starting a new project. Make sense? Giving the gardener a hat and a kiss on the forehead. That kiss on the forehead, that's a sacred. Have you ever been kissed on the forehead? Oh my gosh, this is just such a beautiful. Huh? What?
I said no, but do you want to try?
Don't tempt me. I'll kiss you on the forehead. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of you. So this is just a blessing. This is a blessing, and then the hat has to do with sheltering. So the hat has to do with sheltering. You came to bless and to be a sacred shelter for others.
Okay, thank you.
Did you have a sense of that?
Yes.
Yeah. Any other questions, comments? Yeah, all the way in the back?
The gardener gave me a plant, but it wasn't in a container, so I could feel like the little worms and the sow bugs and all the little things in the dirt. And kind of the message I got was all those things that we think are not pretty or lovely are the things that make us grow.
Ah, very good. Good insight. Made my job easy.
This one's for my daughter, though.
Okay. Is she brave enough? What gift did you receive and what did you give?
Yeah, green. Oh, okay. So the gift I received was like a white ball. It was like kind of squishy.
A white squishy ball?
And it was glowing. It was
Glowing?
Kind of like that, but like it was squishy.
Okay.
And then you know those I gave him one of those like Valentine's teddy bears.
A Valentine's card or something?
Teddy bear.
Teddy bear. Valentine's teddy bear.
Oh, teddy bear. Okay. So this is about love. The squishy ball of light, this is energy. This is energy. So you've been given, you came here to share your energy with others. You have energy to give, energy to share that's going to be helpful. And it's not harsh. It's gentle. It's squishy. My granddaughter, when she was tiny, yeah, I got little chubbies, and she would come and say, "Grandma, you're so squishy." And you know, you have squishy energy. In other words, people can feel safe around you. Feel safe around you. And also that's confirmed with the teddy bear, that it's about love. And that's what you came here to do. Bless you. Thank you for that.
I received, it was like a black lotus, but it was closed.
Uh-huh.
And then when it opened, it was completely white, like very shiny bright. And then the gift I gifted was a box that it seemed like it was empty, but in reality it was filled with affirmations of gratitude and love, and it was just a box filled with like words that I put in
Awesome.
and gifted.
So what you received is what you came here to do. So this is bringing light to a dark world. People are closed off and wounded and hurting, and you're here to help people open up and be the light that they are, be the light that they came here to be. And the words of gratitude and affirmation, that's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Any other comments or questions? Una más.
These were two great meditations. The readers and yours both.
They work together.
Yeah, they most certainly did. Very touching. Just a couple of things that stood out for me, because when we first started and we talked about the light coming down, I didn't necessarily see a light, but I smelled roses very strongly.
Beautiful.
Smelled roses throughout the whole thing. And it just completely, I was just completely absorbed with that.
Wonderful.
My
Often roses and the fragrance of roses can indicate ancestors, family members that have passed over are present, are with you.
That makes so much sense, because so many times I have the ancestors step in.
Yes.
Really appreciate that. Really
Yeah.
appreciate that. My gift from the gardener was a book.
A
and
book?
it had a red rose in it as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I just gave that gratitude.
Gratitude. So this book is knowledge, knowing, understanding. You've been through a lot, and you have things to share that will help other people on their journey. And you're going to do that with love, with this beautiful grace of love. And the gratitude is the key.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, anybody else? We got a couple more over here.
So the gift, I didn't see it, but I felt I was receiving a key.
Uh-huh.
And I want to get your interpretation, but then I'll tell you what I saw
Okay.
it as.
And then the gift that I gave back was love, but I just felt a heart connection.
Yeah, okay.
Not a physical.
Okay, so the key means that doors are opening for you. That which has been withheld from you or blocked from you, it's opening up.
Okay.
This is also you opening up as well.
Okay.
On a
that's
higher level.
interesting. So I think I was in my head when I got that. And I saw it as I can come back here anytime and get the divine grace.
Absolutely, absolutely. You bet. You bet.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
I was given a round black stone.
Okay.
In the palm of my hand, and I gave them my heart.
Awesome. So the round black stone. Black stones are amazing. They're wonderful because they're grounding stones. So, and they hold for us the possibility of whatever. So it helps us be grounded. So wherever you are, here you are. You know, the worries and fears and things won't distract you as much. And what did you give in return?
My heart.
Your heart. So you put your heart into whatever you do. And that's the truth of it. Okay, and then Daryl up front, and I think that's about it. If you have questions and we don't have time, you can see me after services. I'll be happy to help.
Okay, all my colors are different.
I'm not surprised.
Well, I mean, I start off with yellow, and then I went to black, and then it's kind of, you're spraying all the colors. I mean, I didn't hook up at any of the colors you said at the same time when you said, you know, purple.
It's okay. You are on your own path. Always have been, always will be. Nobody's going to tell you how it is. You and Spirit are going to do it your way. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever, and I did that in the order of the chakras.
Right.
So if you could remember the order in which you receive them, this is just letting you know that your body is needing that energy for that particular thing. So you said you went to black first?
No, I went to yellow first.
Yellow first.
And then to black.
Okay, so before you do anything else, joy. Finding your joy. And then the black is open space, unlimited possibilities. So from there, then everything else can take shape. Makes sense? I love it. All right. So we're running a little bit long today. The cards will pat. Could I get you to pass this? William's got it. Just throw them in the basket. And I don't know what you want to do with those from there. So let's do an energy circuit for the folks online. Next Sunday, well, the next couple of Sundays, I'd like us to, May has been preparing the song You Say, and it's sign language. She's going to show us how to do the sign language for that, and we're going to do it on Easter. So, so we'll practice doing that song in the next couple of Sundays. Other things kind of took over today, sorry. So, it's all Paula's fault. No. So let's do an energy circuit for you folks online, and rub your hands together really, really, really fast. You're still connected in. Bring that bright energy into your heart space. From your heart space to left hand to right hand, back to your heart space. This creates an energetic circuit that allows that energy to flow. And it'll build between your hands. You'll almost feel this sphere of light building here. This is not your energy. This is divine energy. This is sacred energy. This is energy for you, to bless your life this week. Bring that into your heart space. And you have a great week. And we will see you next time, and see you at Soul Quest 2024. Bye. Bye. And let's